Some of you are taking this class with no schooling into fashion. So you may not understand that not only you have to learn to have a product that is nice, but it has to fit in the marketplace. So it has to make sense. It has to have a value on its own. It has to have an originality. So all of those things are things I would like to address with you. Today, thanks to the internet, it's very easy to do your research. If you have an idea of doing a certain kind of thing, you could research on the internet and see where your competition is, see where it's done, how much is it, what you do, does it have any value, why, how? All of these things are things you have to do before you come out with something. Coming out with something does not necessarily have to be a huge come out. Sometimes you try one thing. You have a little thing and you go to a boutique near your home and maybe you put it there on consignment. See if it works. See the reaction of people. That is market research. One of the things that is exciting also about today is local versus global. Because as the world is more and more global, as the world is more and more global, and therefore the notion of nation disappears, the tribal, the more local is very important. So my advice for you would be, wherever you are, focus a little bit on your local. Because strangely enough, the very local thing that you thought was so uninteresting may be the thing that is the most interesting for out there. If you have an idea, or you may have a product already, and you want to know how to market it, that's when you look at your competitors, that's what you look at the marketplace, that's where you see, okay, how can I give my product a personality, a name, something that's catchy, that I can play, and that I can tell an authentic story. Because storytelling is very important too. Dealing with competition is always very important, very scary, but important to deal in any business. So when you do something or when you design something, clearly you have to ask, does it exist? At what price? Why would mine be better? Does it make any sense? What is your edge? What is it that you bring that is special? That's the most important thing. If it isn't unique, if it looks like everybody else, and if your price isn't any better, then you have no chance. All right, so the next portfolio is, the brand is called Nietzsche, and it's a lovely Thai girl called Sutini, and it's a real, it is a real clothes, nice dressy clothes. If you are from Thailand and you have the most interesting, beautiful weaves in Thailand, why don't you apply these clothes using the very beautiful weaves and fabric that are in your local market? You have beautiful Thai silks, you have beautiful weaves, you have beautiful ribbons, you have beautiful all kinds of things. So use your design and use the incredible craftsmanship and original product from your country. I think your name is Nietzsche. I think there may be a niche there. I also read your marketing plan and all the things that you want to do, which are very good, your target audience, how to connect with the target audience, with the campaign, with the PR. But my idea that I just gave you would make your marketing plan so much more interesting. The pride of the country, how to take all these beautiful designs that you have done and design them with local fabric and beautiful colors. I think that would be your marketing. I mean, that would be the fact that you become a Thai designer who uses the inspiration of our own country into creating a global brand. That, to me, is very exciting. My advice is to use your talent, your know-how, your thing, and to also apply it with what you find locally, the beautiful weaves, the Thai silks, the beautiful, I mean, I think it would be really interesting. Focus on the local, wherever you are from. Focus on that, either selling to your market or taking the inspiration and the making from local. You have a better chance to sell outside your place if you work with local. If you work with local, and I know maybe you are born somewhere and you see, you know, and you've seen these weaves forever and ever, and for you it's the most boring thing, and you imagine beautiful, you know, French satins and things. But strangely enough, if you take your local fabrics, if you take your local treasure and you interpret it, you have a better chance to sell elsewhere. So here I have Ivana Rosova with a very nice logo, fashion group, she calls, and it was established in 2015 by Irana, and she, if I remember correctly, she is from the Czech Republic and Slovakia. She opened showroom. And she focuses very much on the woman at work. It's a nice, elegant line for the vision of a working woman. It's about empowering women, all of that, but you know, then again, everybody goes for that. One of the things that Ivana wants to know is how she can get more global. So I would, in a strange way, I would focus very much on the local or on, you know, I know you sell in Dubai, just a few markets where you know you have a customer that likes you, that loves you, and build around there. And because you have so much knowledge and you have so much, if you wanted to go on the global, I would try to see what is it that you can find in the Czech Republic or in Slovakia that is unique. How is it that you could maybe promote something from the local market that would be unique and that you could tell a story about who you are and about the wonderful Czech Republic, which is such a beautiful place and with so much talent. So I think that, I mean, I think you should focus on what you're doing now and continue if you have good clients and build that to the businesswoman, to the woman that clearly, I don't have a picture of you, but I'm sure you are that woman, or maybe it is you on the picture, I don't know, but you certainly relate to that woman. But in order for you to get into a global market, more global, maybe you should see, is there any fabric, is there anything that is very local and very local and that fits with your story, so there could be a whole storyteller about who you are, where you live, these people make this kind of a weaving, and then maybe launch one or two products that are very, very unique, and you could launch that. The next portfolio is Jai Babauta. And I love this portfolio. It's a very modern, visionary, interesting. It's, how do you call it, unisex? It's gender fluid, I don't know. It's really for men and women. Draping is clearly the part of it. It's, he is originally from Thailand. He's originally from Thailand, and so you can see, you could feel the Asian influence of a kimono, of a wrapping, of a loose wrapping, but yet very modern and very new. Going directly to the consumer is definitely what you have to do, and I think you have something great. I really think that, Jai, you have to go for it and push it and find a way that you can not be copied, maybe develop a little logo, or maybe it's some little detail that would become your own. I think that you seem to be the front, you know, you are attractive, you have style, so I think you should be definitely out there, the front of your brand. I think the marketing plan going direct to the consumer is absolutely great. Accessible luxury, that is great. Garment made with homage to the regions and the tribes of inspiration with textile and practice is absolutely great. I think that you have it. I think that you have an interesting concept. I think that apparently you have good price. I think to go directly to the consumer is definitely the right thing to do. My advice to try to go and sell in a little boutique that you like, that you think the consumers who are going to that boutique will understand it. And they don't have to buy it. You could come and say, you know, I do a little trunk show and test it. My sense is that out of what you do, one or two shapes will come and be very, very strong. And then from these two shapes, you could do it in woven, you could do it in knit, you could do it in colors, you could do it in woven fabrics. I mean, you're free to go. But I like your vision. You have a vision, and that is very important. A very important thing is that you do your market research, that you know who your competitors are. So your next assignment is about market research. So you have to look at the horizon out there of people who do a product similar to yours and, you know, list them, how well they did, why they did well, what fits with what you want to do, and how does it fit with your product. So you should, for your assignment, you should do 1 page of the horizon of market research of people, of brands that would compete with you. And maybe when you do that, you'll say, I will bring what I bring and that's different is ba, ba, ba.